Hi everybody, Stephanie LaBelle here to share my bright idea number two. For my bright idea, I elected to share a program that we are just putting into place here in my building. We started last week and we'll be wrapping it up Thursday the 18th, as that is the night of our parent-teacher conferences. I chose to share this idea. I do believe that it does fit Epstein's model for parent involvement type 4. The Bright Idea does support parents in their efforts to help their children at home with curriculum. In this case, it's related to reading and activities, decisions, and planning on their part. This plan or Bright Idea was developed out of the result as a result of the new reading law enacted by the state of Michigan, Public Act 306. As you all know, it was passed about 2 years ago in October and was enacted to boost student achievement in reading, particularly with third graders, to the extent that they have to score within 1 year behind on a state assessment in order to be promoted to fourth grade. So this idea that we put into place started to be developed last year, and so now this year we're getting to do it and try it. As you know, the state of Michigan requires that all students have an individual reading plan once they're screened, and the plan has 4 components: extra support in the area of need, which would take place here in the building at the building level, an ongoing progress monitoring check system, an at-home component, and then recommendations for summer school should that be necessary. So this Bright Idea fits the third component of the state law, which is the at-home component. The Bright Idea strategies not only meet the state of Michigan requirement and Epstein's model, but our district is heavily focused on the essential practices in early literacy, which I'm not sure if you guys all are, but it's a big thing, and through and provided with support from our MISD. So this component that we're putting into place for our Bright Idea does also support this model as well. Let's see here. The packet itself we designed and created as a team, and the best part about this packet is that it truly does meet the needs of the students, and it's individualized and very easy for the parents at home to follow. So we spend the first 2 weeks of school screening all of our students K through 3. Once we get the scores in from that, we dissect everything, analyze everything, and then every student gets a packet, and this is the home component part. And what you'll notice, which I know it's backwards, but what you'll notice is that once we've gone through all the screeners and identified the greatest area of needs for each of the students related to reading, or the 5 components of reading, which of course are phonics, phonemic awareness, comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency, we check off where in the packet the parents need to go to provide that support at home for their child. This packet is loaded with activities, strategies, ideas, statistics, websites, tons of information, and this isn't something that is, once they finish where their students were checked off, they can do the entire packet all year long. And not only that, and there might even be siblings at home that have the packet. So it's just a great way for parents to share time with their child or children on a nightly basis, whether it's on the computer or sitting and reading. It's just something that we think fits well with the home component. The strategies that are also in here, many of them are tied here at school. So some of the things that they're doing at home, they're also doing here at school. I want to say too that with this, that I don't know if I mentioned it, but the parents have to come in and meet the teacher or academic coach or both, and go through their assessment data, and then they get the packet. So this isn't something that we just send home with the students and say, okay, finish this with mom and dad. We have a very nice conversation with the parents, with the academic coach and the teacher, so that it's a two-way communication. It isn't just this packet goes home and then we're done. Once parts of the packet are completed, there is a checklist, so the parents can go through the checklist and then send this back. So there's that homeschool connection and communication, so that we know where in the packet the parents have worked with their child on, And then there's also a section for notes, so there's another component with two-way communication in that regard. And of course, the parents can always call or email as well. The one thing to close this, I'd like to share is that in the Epstein's model, I have a different form, but there are results for parents, results for students, and results for teachers. Like, what would we expect? And so I went through and I looked at these different results, and what we hope to achieve with this, related to this piece, would include, but are not limited to, there are 3 of them. So for the students, we would want the view of parents to become more similar to teacher, and of home is more similar to school. So that's for the students. That's what we would hope to achieve. For parents, we would like to have them be more aware of their child as a learner. And then for the teachers, our hopes, of course, is that we would get satisfaction knowing that there's a lot more parent and family involvement and support at home to help with what's going on here at school. So if anybody would like any information about how we came about with the packet, some of the activities and ideas that we put into place with it, or if you'd like more information, if you're not familiar with the essential practices in early literacy, like our Macomb ISD is putting together for us, I can certainly share the resources with this as well. Just let me know. I look forward to seeing everybody else's bright idea number 2, and I look forward to reading all of the feedback. Thank you.